Yeah. I wish we had an equivalent to that in stand-up. Like, I wish there was like our stories are all like, you know, I guess telling someone's joke is like that. You know, sharing a Norm Macdonald joke is like that.
Oh, he's fucking unbelievable.
Oh.
You see his last match, Hitler's dog?
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing for the times that I just go like, I don't know. I'm obsessed with those guys because like I look at things like
the thing about him is he's operating on such a level that there's so many people that don't get him, and that's what makes me like him even more.
Oh yeah.
You know, like there's always those guys where it's like people know they don't understand. I think it's almost like you have to do stand up to understand how fucking great that guy is.
I think so. I think
dude, that's why, you know, rest his soul, Brody. Why I love Brody Stevens. It was just like the shit that guy would say, and I would never hear him say it again.
Yeah.
When he would just
it's
riff.
like those guys where you can't tell if you are getting the joke or you're not getting the joke. Like you don't know if they're joking or not joking. I could never tell with Norm or with Brody. Like, is he fucking with me right now?
I remember one time somebody heckled him in the crowd, and he fucking was basically saying, "How dare you talk down to me? I'm in show." He goes, "Hey, I'm in the gated community. I buzz you in. I buzz you in." And it fucking like, that's like one of those things where it was like the crowd was dying laughing because everyone thought it was funny, but like I was just like, do you understand like how fucking bizarre and obscure that reference is?
Yeah.
To throw that out there so fearlessly in front of a fucking packed house.
Oh.
It was like a discovery moment. I'm like, oh, crowds get I know that sounds like sort of a pedestrian reference, but there is a thing, you know, especially when you start touring, that you kind of have to commercial fish a little bit, where you kind of got to be like, you know, cast a wide net with like your references. And I kind of learned a lot by watching him.
Fish is a really great statement.
Yeah, but it's just like you sit there and like, no, man, I can just kind of go up and just talk how I talk.
Yeah.
But that's like, you know, when I did the thing in London, I was just like, I'm just gonna act like I'm in fucking America.
It was so funny.
And it works because I don't even know why it works, because I saw Brody do it. I was like, all right,
yeah.
I guess you can do that. I didn't know that.
He lived right next to me, and we went to the same Starbucks all the time. One night, me and the girls were walking across the street to the Starbucks from our Gelson's or whatever.
Dude, I don't know if I can finish this fucking thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. And the girls see Brody outside, outside having his coffee, writing, and George, my oldest, goes, "Dad, Brody Stevens." The idea that his branding with his name had made it down to a 10-year-old just blew me away.
He was another guy. I couldn't watch him too much because his cadence.
Oh, Ian Bagg's another guy. I can't watch Ian too much. You start talking like this. Oh, okay, all right.
Okay. You should see my dick.
Oh, flicker in the tit. Mitch Hedberg.
You got it.
Attell, Hedberg, Ian Bagg, all cadences.
Regan.
Oh.
Dude, when I started early, people were saying I was ripping off Regan because...
I remember those days. I remember that. You know, I always say, like, I remember when you switched into Bill. Like legit, to the point where, like, people now copy your cadence, you know? I remember that.
Poor bastards.
Oh, yours is...
Don't do it. I don't want to know what my cadence is, because it'll...
Oh, no.
Because then I'll be in my head.
I can't tell your cadence, but
Am
I know
I doing me right now? What's funny? I just fucking... What happened to Bill? He Googled himself. It's over.
I remember we were at the Boston Comedy Club, and you went up, and you had just been fired by Barry Katz and ICM, and you murdered.
It wasn't ICM. It was somebody else, though. I've had so many agents, I don't even fucking remember.
It was Barry Katz, definitely, and you murdered, and I went up and fucking bombed.
It was Barry Katz.
I'm shirtless in the back, and I'm having a beer, and you come back there, and I was like, Bill, whatever the fuck you're doing, man, holy shit, this is so different than I saw the guy on TV, he's got selling the pans, and I'm like, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
it was so different than that.
I had nothing.
Yeah, it was so different.
Because I had nothing.
And
I failed in LA.
It was
unincorporated. I went back to my walk-through bedroom, and Bobby Kelly was living. There was 3 of us living in a walk-through bedroom. Bobby slept in the living room. I slept in the walk-through, And then our roommate who had the lease, he had the bedroom. And we used to play roller hockey every fucking day. Me and Bobby almost killed each other. And I lost my manager. I lost my agent. I remember Patrice, you know, he could be so fucking passive aggressive.
Yeah.
He just goes like, damn, Bill, and you're back here. It's just like, wow, I mean, I know shit ain't happening for me, but like, it's like, at least he goes, no, wait, he goes, at least I feel like I'm moving forward. He said that on the phone. I remember it really hurt my feelings, and I didn't, because I didn't know how to say it in the moment.
Yeah.
It's just like, who said it's just my dick is on the floor? You got to jump up and down on it? What the fuck? The fuck else do you need here?
Oh.
He could be a cunt.
Oh, he could. Yeah. Oh, definitely.
But even then he was hilarious.
I remember telling him, and we were in.
This is like the sad second half.
No.
This
is the part where, like, I will always say this before. Out of all our friends that do podcasts, I might be the only one that listens to more podcasts. I listen to more podcasts than I do. I love podcasts. I love listening to old Opie and Anthony. Like when you guys would come on.
I can only listen to it so much because then I get sad.
Really?
Because I miss, like, I can't even tell you the
so
fucking
good.
void of going back to New York and that show isn't there.
It was so good. It was so fucking. I remember you calling in. I remember being in the car.
I loved calling into
you
that
calling
show.
in and fighting with Patrice. You and Patrice got into this huge fucking fight about who I don't even know what it was. And I'm
The
in
stupid fucking man cow show.
Oh, it was the Man Cast show. Patrice is in studio. You called in. He threw you under the bus.
No, he called in.
He called in. You threw him under the bus.
I didn't throw him under the bus. What he didn't know, because he wasn't listening, was that was Man Cow's style. Man Cow trashed my fucking half hour on HBO that I had coming out. That's how he ended my segment.
He trashed me. He hated me. Or at least I
Yeah,
thought he did.
he didn't like me either. He didn't like me. He didn't like anybody. And it was a big misunderstanding. And our friendship was never the fucking same after that.
You and Patrice?
Yeah, because
Really?
that happened so close. And then like 5 years later, he died. But the thing was, but I moved to LA in 2007. So we couldn't quite get past it because I would go huge chunks of time without seeing him.
Yeah.
And then we'd see him, we would kind of go back to that. We were still friends, but it wasn't the same.
Where were you when you
There,
found out?
top that sadness. And then he passed away.
Where were you when you found out he passed?
I'll tell you, Bobby Kelly sent me a text. He said, Patrice passed away. P-A-S-T. Swear to God. P-A-S-T. He passed away. And it was this weird thing where there was this overwhelming sadness, and then I also had the urge to call Bobby on three-way with Keith Robinson and trash him for his fucking juvie education that he got.
Oh, Bobby texted me when Keith had a stroke, and he goes, hey, just giving you a heads up, Keith had a stroke. He's in the hospital, he's okay. And I wrote back, worse than Patrice's, ? And he goes, no, he's still alive. And I go, I'm joking, Bobby.
I know, what else are you supposed to do in that fucking moment? Oh, boy. What other sort of morose shit can we talk about here?
Oh, we'll turn this around.
What's the name of the cigar again?
Assault.
Assault, yeah. Assault on our feelings.
This is fucking aggressive.
I'm basically smoking all my cigars for this month right now.
They have to have an equivalent of how many cigars this is. It's got to be 3.
Oh, no, dude. I think it's between 5.
You figure
4 or 5.
You figure. I wouldn't be
I
shocked.
can't smoke anymore.
You can. You just get dizzy and it hurts. Have orange juice.
Power through it.
Turn it around.